gonna be late. Let's go. What's going on, guys? We are back again with another first place undefeated deck profile. We're here with Mr. Cade, who was on his pet deck, the Springans. Let's talk about your rounds, Cade.
Alright, so round one was versing Jack on the Sun Avalon Ricker.
Yep.
Interesting matchup, but managed to pull through, and that's what matters.
Yep.
Round two was versus Luke on the Crystal Beast. 2 games in a row was a Baguska Necro Valley, which is a rough thing to out.
Yeah, okay. That's a bit strange.
Luckily, both those games had Imperm for Baguska, so it made that a lot easier, but Necro Valley was tough to deal with.
Yep.
Round 3 was versus Rory on Vikings.
Yep.
Honestly, first time I've even read those cards, but managed to eke it out, so I'll take that. And then round 4 was versus Edie on the Centurion. Luckily, no Calamity, so it was playable.
Yep. You itched through on that one, which is cool. Awesome. Well, let's jump straight into the deck.
Alright, starting with the monsters.
Yep.
We've got 3 Rocky. Is that good?
That's perfect.
I have 2 Kit,
I feel like Sinful
2 Brothers,
You know what I'm going to be doing?
2
I
Branga,
think I might raid the big.
and 1 Captain for the Springans names. I like these ratios, I really touch them. I have an engine for a rank 4, so if I wasn't running a rank 4 engine, I would run 3 kits.
Yep.
But outside of that, I like those main deck monster ratios.
Is the deck clean 40?
I actually can't remember. It might be like 42.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I don't think it's clean 40.
No, that's alright.
Alright, for other monsters, I of course have 2 Aratama and 3 Sakitama. I was experimenting with 3 Aratama and like 1 Sakitama, but the problem is it dies to like Ash and Droll.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't die to Droll, but it kills me for the rest of the turn for Droll. And it's like,
Got it.
the Sakitama combos with any of the 4s to get Merrymaker anyway, so
Yep. You value that more.
yeah.
Yep.
You can kind of be flexible with the numbers. And then lastly I have Regulus, because you can search it off of the champion, and it's an Omni Negate.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
It's like, this is really good. You don't really summon at turn 1 too often, just because you're searching Tally-Ho instead.
Yep.
But in like turn 3, or if you already have it, it's just really nice to have. For spells, Terraforming, deck relies on a field spell, so it's good. Brandon High Spirits works with the kit to basically turn it into a 2.5 card rank 4.
Yeah, okay.
So, and also extends your combos when you summon kit, so just good. 3 3 Golgonda. It's like the best card in the deck that isn't Merrymaker.
Yep.
So just want to maximize the field spells, and for that we're running Booty, which effectively just gets Golgonda and can't be ashed, so it's very nice.
Cool.
And then I have 3 Watch, which acts as a terraforming, but if I have the field spell, it's a Rhoda and a Foolish Burial, so it's a very strong card.
Unreal.
And then I have Tally-Ho, which is by default a Rhoda, but if I detach materials from an Xyz monster, it also soul charges.
Okay.
So it's soul charges up to the number you detach, so it's also a very good card.
Yeah.
Yeah, these 2 are insane. You always search this off the the champion.
Yep.
So, because it's just the best spell on the deck. That is the Springans spells. And as for the traps, just 2. Full Armored Xyz, because I'm running the Xyz engine, which I do like it, and a more pure variant. I think if I was running like a different variant, I wouldn't run this, but since I'm staying relatively pure, I like the full armor package.
Yep.
And Gravediggers is specifically for Rafflesia, just to protect you from hand traps.
Okay. Cool.
And as for the non-engine, the hand traps and such, I have 1 Nibiru, because I'm running Gallant Granite, which is very nice.
Yep.
3 copies of Ash Blossom, which is a good card. 3 copies of yugioh. It's just nice to have the removal, but also it's a branded and high spirits target.
Okay.
So I can pitch it to then get a kit. So in a pinch, it's a good like starter and extender.
Yeah, cool.
In combination with that. And then I have 3 input.
Yeah. Awesome.
The Kaiju's kind of flexible, but I like everything else.
There's nothing else you'd really like to change?
Not really, no.
Okay.
As for the extra deck, 1 copy of the Fusion.
Yep.
It's essential for the Brandon High Spirits lines, because you send it, and then in the end phase it gets you the Captain Sargus, which gives you another point of interaction.
Yep.
If they changed it, they went back.
2 copies of Merrymaker. This is the best card in the deck. That is the champion, I guess. Foolish as a Springans basically gets you into this guy as well, which searches Tally-Ho and just gets your game going. It's very nice. 1 Explorer comes up like turn 2, turn 3 and onwards. It just acts as like a board breaker, which is very nice to have. Also, it's another Springans XC, so you can summon it off the field spell if you're running out of Merrymakers.
Okay.
But for those numbers, I like those.
With Merrymaker being so integral, would you bump it up to 3, or you're happy with 2?
If you bump it up to 3, I feel you just have like not enough extra deck space for like the toolbox aspect, which I feel like is this deck's strength.
Yeah.
Like you could run 3, but I don't find myself needing 3 too much.
Okay, cool.
As for like the other ones, I have Reflesia, just to protect me from hand traps with the Gravediggers. Abyss Dweller, just a nice rank 4. Granite searches the Nibiru, but also works really well with the Armored XC's engine, which we'll get into in a bit. Baguska, once again,
does what he does.
another good rank 4. And then I have the Armored XC's duo, or Fortress and Lancer.
Yep.
So Fortress will get you the trap, which exceeds. Then you use Captain to detach the last material because you make it with granite. So at that point it'll have no materials, which then you can use the trap to make it into the Lancer, which acts as a non-targeting, non-destruction based removal.
Yeah, right, okay.
Because you attach with the trap because it vanishes to equip an Xyz. So it's very nice in that. I like it. It comes up sometimes just because sometimes you get hit with hand traps and such.
Yeah.
But in a full board, it's very nice to have that. And then of course Xyz deck, Zeus. It's just classic. And then last 2, IP and Unicorn.
No Sky Crisis. Oh, not Sky Crisis. What's his name?
Typhon.
Typhon.
Maybe I would consider it, but I just haven't like invested the money into it. So it's kind of a little bit pricey.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but I don't know. It's a little much for me.
Cool. Yeah, awesome.
And one more thing, I would be running SP if I wasn't cool. So
I think, it needs to come down. It's just
it's insanely expensive, so I just stick with the Unicorn. And I mean, it kind of gets annoying sometimes because hand issues, but most of the time it's fine.
Yeah, that's what it does. Side deck.
So the side deck is just 3 draw, the last 2 Nibirus. I'm only running 1 Lightning Storm. I'd probably run 2 if I had to, but currently I only have 1, and I was experimenting with it, so I have Harpies, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 3 Dark Ruler, and 3 Evenly.
Awesome. So a pretty generic side deck of board breakers / interaction cards, which is pretty cool.
And nothing too crazy. I think the deck kind of struggles on going second, so that's why I have a lot of like Dark Ruler evenly matched, and then these as well.
Yeah,
And
awesome.
these are just nice to have.
Cool, awesome. Well, thank you very much, Cade. Do you have any shout-outs?
No shout outs from me.
No worries. Thanks, man. Cheers.